I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my hands. Hi, welcome to this YouTube channel that I have created called KazVR. I want to talk a little bit about this channel and kind of the direction I hope to want to go with it, why I'm not uploading to my other channel, and just generally, what's going on here in VR. First of all, I am playing VR Chat. I do play a lot of VR Chat. It is, a game that I thoroughly enjoy playing. And I've been playing a lot of it lately, and so yeah, there's that. As some of you might recognize me from my other channel, what is it, Kaz228, a channel that I've had for 12, 15, 14, something like that years, and it's close to, I think it's like 850 some odd at the time of recording this. It's like 850 some odd subscribers, which is a pretty decent amount. One of the problems I have with that channel is it's always been kind of my dumping ground for videos and a very incoherent mess. People would subscribe because, I'm uploading model railroading videos, and then suddenly I'm now uploading video game videos. The people who want to watch the model trains aren't going to watch those video game videos. And now I'm uploading VR chat videos. People don't want to watch that because they want to watch this video game stuff. So I figured if I take the time to actually make a second channel that is dedicated specifically to just VR gaming, then I can have a more curated, a more cohesive, coherent channel. And that was something that I felt I was really lacking with my main channel. Now, this is technically my main channel. It's going to be my main VR channel. It's where I'm going to upload VR stuff. It's primarily going to be VR chat, because why not? I'm not trying to be any, the next big VR chat YouTuber or whatever. I just want to have fun and make content. I want to make the kind of content that I like watching. That said, I'm going to experiment with different VR. That said, I'm not going to do purely just VR chat. I will do other stuff, like potentially doing other VR games, talking about VR games and doing things like that. I'm still learning how to do all this and doing all the setup and finding out what works best and what doesn't work. So bar with me while it's a learning experience for all of us. I will take your guys' feedback and try my best to implement what you guys suggest, because you're the viewers. I make the content for you. So things to expect from this channel. Obviously, VR chat, potentially other VR games. Maybe I'll do all my Elite Dangerous videos here. Maybe I'll put up playing games like racing games, driving games, flight sim. Maybe I'll do that kind of content here. All depends on what you guys tell me you would like to see. I will have a link in the description to my Twitch channel, where the Twitch channel will still just be whatever. But this channel will primarily only be VR stuff. Any other video game stuff I do, model train stuff I do, that'll be on my other channel, which will kind of become my second channel, I guess. What else? Some of the stuff that I do want to do with this channel, like I was saying, things to look forward to, things I want to do. I have some ideas for projects I want to do, some series I want to do. I want to be able to hype up and promote things that are going on in my VR chat communities. There's a couple groups that I'm part of, including League of Extraordinary People, the Purple Donut, that kind of stuff. I want to be able to make videos promoting the events that they do. I have an idea for doing a series where I sit down with one or two of my friends for 20, 30 minutes, and we do a little interview. We drink a beer, drink a wine, whatever, and we just chit-chat about what VR chat and VR gaming is to them. I'm not going to try and cover any drama, so like, this person did this bad thing. It's like, okay, they did that. Somebody else can cover that. I'm going to talk about the positive stuff. Now, if I do a series where I'm interviewing my friends and stuff, and it turns out somebody that I talk about or talk to on one of my videos does do something bad, then yeah, I will address it then. But this is going to be a channel about VR and positivity and supporting just gaming in general, just being friendly and supporting and lifting up people. I'm setting realistic goals for myself with this channel. I'm not going to try and make it some big time, 10,000 subscribers, million view channel. I'm not going to try and, use this as a way to get VR hardware and talk about it and promote it. I'm not opposed to doing that, but it's just too much work for me with my regular job and the hobbies and sports I participate in to try and stay on top of everything VR news related and then try to make a video about it, especially since a lot of that news and stuff comes out on the East Coast and I live on the West Coast. So by the time I'm reading it or watching it or finding out about it, everyone on the East Coast has already made 50 other videos. So I will say, keep watching those people. I'm not going to be the next Thrill Seeker. I'm not going to be the next VR show channel, but I just want to have a fun little VR channel that just does some silly stuff, has a little bit of fun. Now, if you're wondering, why am I using VR chat for this play? This feels more natural to me because I can stand here even though I'm like standing on one leg because I messed up my knee. I don't have full body tracking, so can't do that. I don't have face tracking, and I have facial animations turned off right now. But quick word about this world. I really like this world that I'm in. This is called Hangar 6, as you can see right over there. Well, actually, I got to move over here. I got to do this. Beautiful model of a P-51 here. It's a nice, lovely little bar. I like to hang out here. So if I do a series where I'm interviewing my friends, it may be sitting at the bar over there. If you were watching my live stream last night, which this channel now has or not last night, but the other night, this channel, which has the VOD from that, if you watch that live stream, I was actually at the bar right over there, just off camera. But yeah, link in the description to my Twitch channel, link in the description to my Kaz's shitposting Discord, where you guys can come in and chit-chat with me and hang out and find out when I am doing stuff. And I'm going to try and start making VR content. It may be a couple more days before I start pumping stuff out. I'm not going to be pumping out stuff daily, but I'm going to try and do little vlogs like this where I just sit there and talk about stuff that happened. Just talk about life and whatever, and answer you guys' questions. Do live streams, do the interview things, do other things, explore VR chat worlds and that kind of stuff. And maybe, build a little catalog and then have videos roll out once a week. It depends though. Again, I do work a full-time job that I'm not planning on quitting anytime soon. But I do want to like push myself to make more content. And I think VR chat, or just VR in general like this, is a good way of doing that. So why don't you drop a like, drop a subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and check out my Discord and come hang out with me and give me ideas. I will gladly take your ideas and I will credit you. If you give me an idea and it's a good enough idea, I will sit there and say, this idea brought to you by this wonderful person, because I do believe in giving credit where credit is due. So, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.